doop, 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 doop. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Go back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's my busiest day. I'm probably gonna make it so the shop's closed on Tuesdays because I don't know how to make Tuesdays work. We got therapies, picking up kids, all the things. What is it? We did our open house with the kids yesterday. Connor obviously has the same teacher, but we still went so we could drop off school supplies. I don't know. I always buy too much things because I buy the regular school list and then they don't have enough in the cubby because they just got little cubby in the ERR room. It's okay. And then Cutler did get to meet Miss Sandy. And she was really sweet. And he liked the classroom. There was a pink flamingo in the classroom and he played with that a lot. And Oliver's in his class, which Oliver was in his kindergarten class. And him and Oliver would play a lot. So hopefully they can buddy together if nobody else in the classroom is familiar. I should have went around and looked at all the names, huh? Seeing if any of his other little friends were going to be in there. Yeah. And then I made him practice finding his classroom. I'm a little nervous about the whole finding his classroom. And then I showed him where he's supposed to line up in the mornings. So when I take him over there, he can go play in the mornings a little bit. And then when the bell rings, he lines up at door number 5. Number 5. Connor was super excited. And Connor's Gen Pop teacher, his Gen Pop teacher, she seemed really sweet. I can't remember what her name was, but he liked her little corner of her room where it had like a globe. I think it's going to be a good year. Hopeful for the kiddos. Really excited. Seems like Connor's just going to have a lot of leveling up and understanding and things. But let's talk about our week because we've got 2 events this week. Super excited about them. I'm going to try to make some short videos to help advertise and like get the word out of what we're doing in those events. So Friday is our first event and it's at 7 p.m. and it is an outdoor sound bath with crystal healing. Nope. That's messy. So when I put crystal healing, it means Crystal's doing her healing session. And if you guys are interested in crystal grids, Crystal does a lot with crystal grids and her form of crystal healing. She uses a wand and she places grids on people's for specific intentions. And the one she picked for this specific sound bath was for spiritual awakenings, which I thought was really cool. And if you're drawn to the crystals, amethyst, labradorite, and hematite, if you're into crystals at all, those are like some powerhouses. Yes, please. Then yeah, this is the sound bath for you this Friday. So what are signs that you may be going through a spiritual awakening? Let's talk about it. Feeling disconnected from old habits, people, or routines that often felt familiar. You're suddenly sensitive to energy, emotions, or the environment around you. A sense of inner restlessness, like something is shifting, but you don't know exactly what's going on. Intense dream, vivid visions, or messages that feel symbolic. Feeling like you're waking up to a deeper purpose or questioning what's real. Emotional waves, crying, irritability, or mood swings without a clear reason. There's a pull towards nature, quiet, or alone time. Physical sensations like pressure in the forehead or the crown, chills or tingling. Seeking deeper meaning, craving more authenticity in your life. feeling like you're shedding an old version of yourself. If you're struggling with anxiety, burnout, or overstimulation during this transition, a lot of the times when like things that will tell me that somebody's going through a spiritual awakening, and they don't realize it, like somebody who is recently divorced, or like having a huge identity crisis with themselves, somebody who's been through a huge transition in their physical body, somebody who's seeing a lot of repetitive numbers, 11, 11, 11, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Those will be signs. Somebody who is having a hard time in maintaining a job, somebody who is seeking spiritual stuff but hasn't really dove into that before. A lot of times that'll be a sign it's a spiritual awakening. Like, spiritual awakenings are usually happening when we're at our lowest of lows, because we're out there seeking and wondering, what can help me more? What haven't I tried? What way can I help myself now? Because nothing else is working. Like, we're just seeking for deeper meaning in all the things around us, and feeling super low or like we need to make big changes. A lot of the times, if there's huge cycles that you're breaking, generational cycles in your family, you're releasing lots of people, you're setting lots of boundaries. These are all signs that I can be like, that person's going through a spiritual awakening. And that's why I think it's so cool that Crystal's gonna center her crystal healing on the sound bath this Friday on spiritual awakening. The crystals I said she was gonna use again is the third eye. The third eye. She's gonna use the third eye. The amethyst on your third eye. So that's gonna help activate your third eye and your crown chakra. It's gonna help support more clarity, inner peace, divine connection. It's gonna calm your emotional waves and protect your energy shields. It helps a lot with our overthinking and our headaches and our depression and our anxiety. It's just very soothing to put an amethyst crystal on your third eye, especially when you're going through a lot of things. The labradorite, she is going to place on your heart, and that crystal is for transformation and intuition. That strengthens your connection to inner guidance and mystical insight. It helps in navigating spiritual growth without fear or confusion, so releasing the overthinking of what's going on and just kind of trusting in the process. And then it also is a shield from energy drains or psychic overwhelm, because when you're going through a spiritual awakening, a lot of stuff energetically is open for you, and it can be very overwhelming because you're starting to see a lot of things around you that you didn't notice before that maybe you're not okay with. Hematite, this is the one she's going to place at your belly, and this is a powerful grounding stone to balance the energetic shifts. Good morning, how are you? I'm going to put my lives in the events portion, the lives that I plan to go this month. Let's be hopeful for the crystal cells. So hematite is a very balancing, grounding stone. It's very heavy. If you've ever felt it, it feels like an energetic hug to me. It's going to help keep your body, mind centered during transformation. It clears scattered energy and stabilizes your aura, and it offers protection from taking on others' energy during your awakening. Because when you are going through spiritual awakenings, which you just don't go through one through life, you go through multiple. There's multiple transitions and big transformations in life. So you go through many different spiritual awakenings. So this crystal grid is going to be amazing. Like, you're not local. If you had an amethyst, a labradorite, and a hematite, you could do something like that yourself and just put on crystal bowl healing meditations and kind of try to meditate with that and do your own little thing. But during the sound bath, the crystal grid placed on or around the body works with the frequency of the bowls to help clear blockages, activate your higher consciousness, and ground the body into a safe space for spiritual growth. It's like giving your energy body a tune-up while letting the spirit feel safe to expand. So if you're going through a spiritual awakening and you're local and you want to come and you want to try out a crystal grid on your body during the sound bath, I would definitely suggest doing so. So, Spirit's telling me, like, if you're really needing to connect to your spirit guides, you're confused and you want to know which direction to go in life, the amethyst is going to help with that. If you're really tired of overthinking and not being able to make decisions because you've got a lot going on in your heart, the labradorite is going to help balance that. And then the hematite is going to call on your ancestral energy and help you feel more protected, safe, and understood. So that is going to be a fun sound bath on the this Friday at 7 p.m., 12643 West Tyhee. It's in my backyard. You just head on back and we'll get you set up. I'll be playing the bowls that night. And then we have a full moon sound bath on Sunday. Is it Saturday or Sunday? So Friday. And then Sunday, we're doing a full moon sound bath. Connie?
Where my spoon?
Okay, go get it out of your room. You can... just a little bit because you're not wearing pants. Go ask Daddy or ask Cutler to grab your blue blankie. Cute little Connor. They start school tomorrow. Is he asking you, Cutler? Yeah. Can you get it for him, baby? Yeah. Thank you. Cutler is such a big help. Okay, on Sunday, so we have one Friday. If you can't come to that one, there's one on Sunday, and I'm going to be doing Reiki energy work. It's always interesting because, I want to set that up. As a intuitive psychic medium, I'll see myself doing different things at the sound baths that I didn't intend on doing, but let's read about the corn moon first and we'll see what happens. So the corn moon is the full moon that rises closest to the harvest season. It often appears in late August or early September. Named by many cultures, the corn moon represents a time of gathering, ripening, and gratitude, not just for physical crops, but for spiritual growth you've cultivated all year. I need to shut that over. Cutler, leave him alone, please. Just crack the door because I can't trust them with anything. Okay. Not just for physical crops, but for spiritual growth you've cultivated all year. This moon holds the energy of maturity and reflection, noticing what comes from full circle in your life, preparation for change, gently releasing what won't serve the next season, grounding abundance, connecting deeply to the earth and what truly nourishes you, and then sacred rest and recharge, pausing to replenish your energy before the busy shift of fall. This is a powerful portal to clear, reset, and receive. Under this moon energy, you're supported in letting go of stress, inner clutter, or emotional heaviness, and opening yourself to the calm, wisdom, and expansion that naturally comes from within. During this sound bath, the crystal bowls will help clear stagnant energy, balance your nervous system, and invite you into a deep meditative state. Each vibration reaches the places your words cannot. Combined with Reiki healing, you'll also receive gentle, intuitive energy work that flows where your body and spirit need it most, helping to release what no longer aligns and reconnects you to your own healing power. This is a perfect time to reflect on what you've grown within yourself this year. Honor how far you've come, even in the quiet ways. Let go of emotional or energetic burdens you don't want to carry into fall. Reconnect with peace, stillness, and an intuitive clarity, receiving healing and community under the guidance of the moon. And you're always free to bring like journals or sit. You don't have to like We don't force you to lay down. You could walk around the property, listen to the bowls. You could bring a chair and listen to the bowls. We do have 3 chairs usually available. A lot of the times Val will take one of the 3 chairs, but if she's not there, then there's 3 chairs open. So, but we'll still have 2. And if you need a chair, just let us know and we'll reserve a chair for you. Yeah, I think this is gonna be interesting. I kind of see myself at the full moon one, getting out a couple of my bowls and going over your body with the bowls and doing the energy healing. So I guess it just depends on how many people come and as to how deep I can get into those. But our sound baths are pretty cheap. It's $25. Anytime I'm doing energy work, I usually give you a pretty good spiritual message. If you're somebody who wants to come to the sound bath and doesn't want to participate in the energy work and just likes listening to the sound baths, you can come and just let us know at the beginning and we will not. You can just come, pay, listen, and leave, because we are long-winded and we usually give you guys tons of spiritual messages, and it usually takes about 30 minutes after a sound bath for us to clear you out, because we do talk quite a bit and we're trying to help people heal and give a lot of good spiritual advice so that you guys don't get stuck. We don't want you to be stuck. Okay, so that is the events we have. We have one Friday and one Sunday. The one on Friday, again, is Crystal doing her form of energy healing and a crystal grid on top of you. And then on Sunday, it's the full moon ceremony with Crystal doing the bowls and me doing the energy work. So that will be a fun week. Should we look at our spiritual message? Where's the book? Where's the book, guys? Guys, where's the book? It is the 27th. 26th. Just kidding. Okay. You are who you say you are. Interesting. No one gets to decide how empowered you are except for you. Take center stage and accept the spotlight. Lead by example. Do what makes you proud. Shine brightly and courageously. Show us how it's done. Decide to show up in the world as the empowered, powerful being that you are. I love that. The first thing that kind of triggered me to think about is a lot of the times when you're getting a diagnosis for your special needs child, they'll tell you all the things that your kids are never going to be able to do. And I don't know, that's just ruthless. But if you think about it, like, I don't tell Connor he can't do nothing. Like, I empower him and let him be able to do whatever he thinks he can do. If he wants to be that creative person that makes a million videos on his phone and edits them and does voiceovers and collages and all that stuff, I've never told him he can't. Like, if he wants to make music in his room and, like, there's different tones and screeching and all this stuff that he's doing, like, I never tell him that he can't be like, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with my with Cutler, who's neurotypical. Like, I don't tell him he can't do nothing. Like, and if he says my brain doesn't work or it's broken or I'm not like it, I always encourage him to be the best person he can be.
I need a squishy juice.
A squishy juice. I wish Dad was available. That's okay. You guys, I will get squishy juice in a minute. Go back into the living room. Go back into the living room.
Squishy juice. Let's go back in the living room.
Anyways, I was just saying, like, whatever box your parents put you in, whatever box your boss puts you in, whatever box your spouse puts you in, whatever box society puts you in, that box that limits you in what you think that you are allowed to do, step out of that box and do what you actually want to do, because you are brave enough, you are smart enough, you are independent enough, you can make anything work. So don't sit there and keep yourself in the box for fear. Let go of the fear. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. I gotta go get squishy juice. Bye.